Alright, so this is a picture of my family. We're in Alaska at this point, which is one time where I felt I was pretty healthy. This is Molly, my youngest sister, who is 19 currently. Fortunately, guys, she is happily dating somebody at the moment. This is me, of course. This is my wonderful mom, Ellen. The hardest working man I know, Jim, my father, and my brother Will, who has been immensely supportive and probably is one of the nicest guys you know. And ladies, he is single. So that is my family. A mom, dad, two boys, one girl, and two dogs and a bear. So again, that's my family. We're a very, very supportive group, and we'd all love to see it be on this show. So.
You're gonna have to edit this.
Okay. I know it. You know, if I had to pick one motivation outside of myself getting healthy for wanting to lose this weight, it would be bar none my family, without a doubt. I see how kind and supportive and wonderful my mother has been throughout my life, and even when I didn't want to believe in myself, she's always believed in me and still believes in me. And I see how hard my father works, and to think that they might not be able to see me for too much longer, it breaks my heart. I mean, it really does. My brother, who, you know, has always looked up to me as a role model, as has my sister, until about 4 or 5 years ago when I stopped being a role model and started really being selfish about my choices. I really want to be the role model again. I want to be the good son. I want to be, you know, the guy that my entire family is proud of. And that for me, outside of getting healthy and just looking good again, would be my main motivation for losing weight, because one day I do want to have a family. I know that I will be an awesome husband and an awesome father. And none of those things can be accomplished because, truth be told, I haven't had a real romantic relationship ever, really. I mean, there were those high school flings, of course, and a couple of college girls that, you know, as soon as they saw me in real life and saw me outside of the classroom, you know, realized that they could do a lot better. And even if they didn't see that, I certainly did. So, family, both mine and the one I will have in the future, would be my main motivation for wanting to lose the weight, because I know they deserve better. Alright, so as I said earlier, family is a big part of my life, and this is one of the members of my family. This is my grandma. So Grandma, why should I be part of the show? Why do you want to see me lose weight?
Daniel, I love you dearly, and I'd love to see you lose the weight, because I think maybe you'll meet a nice gal, get married, and maybe I'll have a grandson, a grandchild from you, and that would just thrill me immensely. And that's why I'd like to see you lose some weight, Dan. Be wonderful.
I mean, it is important to me to have a family and everything, as I said earlier. So later we're going to meet my mom. She's actually out right now picking up lunch, and we'll see you later. Alright, so now we are off to my car, and no, this is not Pimp My Ride, because as you can see, my ride is plenty pimped as it is. No, it's actually not pimped at all, but regardless, another thing that's really been hindered because of my weight is my ability to drive this thing and fit in it correctly. And this should be interesting because the last person to drive it 2 hours ago was my 150 pound mom, so this should be extra interesting. It seems that we're just going to be using the library's drop-off. I'm going to do this. Move that seat all the way back. And move the seat rest back. Up. And weigh the car down. the seatbelt. Alright, safe and secure. Alright, so let's get to the library. Do you mind closing the door?
No, I'll get it. Watch it.
Thank you. A little bit tipsy. Don't stop making fingers up. Tonight, gonna fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock, the clock. I'm telling you, if you ever want to smile, if you ever want to be a little bit happier, sing in your car. You'll probably look like a fool, but you'll be much happier. You know, there's actually a pretty interesting backstory to this car that actually has caused me a lot of guilt as I look into the camera and totally avoid what's in front of me. My grandma is probably one of the sweetest people to ever see the face of the earth, and where my mom gets her kindness from, and there's no person kinder than her. Thanks. Basically told me that if I kept losing weight as I was losing weight at one point about 3 years ago, that she would offer to loan me the money for this car and not have to pay it back until I graduated college. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to live up to that promise, and it's always been a point of kind of shame and guilt for me. I know I don't sound like it, but I'm not a very emotional person, so it's just, I always feel guilty when I see her, knowing that I kind of broke that promise to her, and I'm not somebody that likes to break his promises. It's just not a very good memory that I have. So every time I drive this car, I know that, you know, I'm driving it on a false promise. That's one of the reasons I do want to lose weight, is because I want to live up to that promise to her, because I know I haven't broken it yet, but I know that I'm breaking it. So, alright, so we are off to Walmart. I'll see you there.